Good afternoon, welcome to Northumberland Zoo on YouTube. My name is Maxine and I work here. In today's video I want to show you some more new residents. I mean, they just keep coming this month. We've been super busy, but now we have the final residents in our Rainforest Lookout for now. But this is all we're kind of looking for this year. Obviously I'm welcoming any kind of ideas of what other animals we could add in here in the future, but for now I think we've done enough. So we're going to meet up with Lucy and see how they're settling in. Are you excited, Hannah?
I'm super excited, yes. Very excited.
Is that a genuine excitement?
Yeah, of course. I don't do any fake excitement.
So are you guys putting them into the same pen?
Yes.
Yeah.
See each other.
Belle came out of her transport crate pretty much straight away, but this isn't her first rodeo. She has moved collections several times, whereas Filo refused to leave his crate. Even the temptation of his favourite food, the walnuts, was not enough to draw him out, whereas Belle was quite enjoying some treats from Hannah. What's her names?
Filo and Belle. She's 19 and is he 4 or 5?
5, I think.
5.
Mother and son, but son is vasectomized, so non-breeding, they can stay together.
Yeah, and she's retired now. She's had a lot of babies
She's had
and
3 or 4.
grandbabies, isn't she, as well, so.
You smell like Turks. Come on, little man.
We left them alone for about half an hour to let them settle in, and we came back into the offshore holding, and finally Filo had left his crate.
Up there, we're in this little corner. Unfortunately, I mean, it's not a bad thing because everyone's calm, but the marmosets haven't been out since the scuffle, and they've set up camp up there, so we haven't actually seen any interactions for like an hour and a half. So we let the Sakis out a few hours ago now, and they a little bit cautious at first, but then they started coming out pretty confidently. The Gwaldys monkeys did clock them, and it wasn't really anything to start with, but then as they got a bit closer and when the Saki monkeys went into the upstairs bedrooms where the Gwaldys monkeys were, there was a little bit of a panic chase, which, you know, is to be expected because these monkeys haven't seen each other before and they don't know who's what. But then everything kind of settled. The 2 Sakis have now settled down in the trees at the far end, and we haven't seen any of the little monkeys for well over an hour. So I think everyone's just chilling out now. We've just put some masking tape on the windows, just temporarily, just so that the monkeys can see a bit easier that it is a solid barrier and that they can't go through it, because we clean our windows so well that they might not realise that it's actually a plate of glass. So we just put them on for now so that they don't accidentally jump into them, bop their noses or anything like that. Hopefully once they've had a good explore and they realise there's windows there, we'll take the tape off and that'll be as it will be going forward. The Saki monkeys have explored every single inch of the place actually. They've even been on top of the roof of the viewing area. We could hear the little tappy footprints. They've been all the way along the front of these roads here by the windows, and then they've gone all the way along the waterfall. They've been up to the windows where they can bask in the sun, and now they're in this very far corner, and they seem really happy there because they've got a nice horizontal branch that they've like set up camp on together. So I think that's probably where they're going to sleep tonight.
If you have a look at them, the male has like white around his face, he's dark black. The female, she doesn't have that white around her face, and she is going to be like a brownie kind of multicolored colour. She's like 19 years old now, and she has been introduced to different Saki males over her time, and one of the introductions, I think there was a bit of a argument, and she did actually cause some injuries where her tail got amputated, and she actually is missing some of her toes as well. So if you see her, she's missing some digits on her. I think it's her front right. So yeah, she's got a couple of battle wounds, but she gets on okay. She's been like that for years, and she's had babies, and she's, you know, found partners, and the one that she's with is actually one of her sons. So yeah, she's fine. She just looks a little bit odd. I feel like this building is really a nice environment for them. They came out and they just make it look so good. The fact that they are in this really forested, natural looking environment, they're utilizing everything that's in here really well. It just adds a bit of variation to the zoo, and I love it. It's really nice.
I think it looks great. I think the interpretation in here looks really good. It's a nice little kind of like you're stepping into the kind of like the ecosystem. I do quite like the qualities. They do seem like they are really friendly already, especially her. She seems a bit crazy. And seeing these two just come out, they seem really explorative, really adventurous. So it'd be nice to spend some time with them as well. The big marmosets are still pretty cool, but the biggest part of the day is trying to find them all because they're tiny and they like to just go right behind the trees where you can't see them. And I do think the agouti are underrated as well. It's fun giving them their feet in the morning and just watching them run around with all their food.
So there we go, that's Belle and Filo, our new Saki monkeys, white-faced Saki monkeys in fact. So inside of our Rainforest Lookout we have now got the white-faced Saki monkeys, the Goaldies monkeys, the pygmy marmosets, and the Azara's agouti, so that's 4 species. And that'll do for now. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you haven't done already, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the Northumberland Zoo channel, and we shall see you next week.